Good morning. We're going to finish off chapter 2 in Galatians this morning. We're starting at verse 21. I do not nullify the grace of God, for if righteousness were through the law, then Christ died for no purpose. So this is something Paul's talked about several times. We've talked about several times. And he says it in light of what he said the last 2 days. He explained the last 2 days that we ought to be a living sacrifice, that we ought to dedicate our life and all of our purpose to the glory of Christ. It should no longer be about what Shane wants or what Shane wants to do, but it should be what Christ wants me to do, or how can I share his gospel and share his love to people. With that in mind, Paul says not to nullify the grace of God, meaning that even if I were able to live this perfectly dedicated life, it's not the good works or my faithfulness that earns me a spot in heaven. It's by the grace of God alone. It's by what Christ did on the cross for us. He says that if righteousness were through the law alone, then Christ wouldn't have had to die. So if I could somehow live this, which I can't, if I could somehow live this perfect life, then there would be no reason for Christ to die on the cross. There would be no righteousness from what he does. So Paul's reminding us that although you strive to live this beautiful, perfect life, don't get it into your mind that I have to do this for grace. Ultimately, grace is what Christ did for us on the cross. So you can't earn heaven. There's no amount of work or effort that you can put forth to get yourself there. It's through Christ alone. But it's with that gift of grace that we've received that ought to compel us to go, that ought to compel us to do that good work, to go and share the gospel, and to go and share love. So I encourage you this morning to be reminded that there's no amount of effort you can put forth to earn your spot in heaven. But it's that spot in heaven that ought to compel you to put forth much effort. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.